So in the last lecture of JavaScript, we saw about events. Remember that JavaScript is known as event-driven programming also, because all the work is done by events. There are several events that we have seen, for example, on submit, on click, on mouse over, on mouse out. We also discussed about variables. In JavaScript, if you want to create a variable, then we don't need to give data type. Data type is determined at the type of initialization. Means when we give value, at that time JavaScript will determine the data type of a variable. We also discussed about if statement, and we saw one program also. So var is a keyword that is used to create a variable, actually to declare a variable. So we have given statement var x is equal to document.js1.username.value. It means that it stores the data typed in username in x variable, and then we are comparing it with null. Null means nothing. So if it is null, means user doesn't type anything, then it will display a message, please enter the username, and it will keep focus onto username text box, and then it will return false. It means the form will not get submitted. So all this thing we have studied. We also saw document object model. Remember, this is not in your course, in your syllabus. So in this year they are not going to ask page number 38 and page number 43 to 48 in JavaScript chapter number 2. So we also saw a few questions regarding JavaScript. Now ahead, focus method. Either you can say method or function. In the last script, we have used the statement document.js1.username.focus. Remember here, js1 is the name of form that we have created. Username is a text box inside js1 form, and .focus lets the cursor go to particular text box. So here focus is the name of method or function. There is also an event named focus, but here this is function. There is another method used here before this statement, that is alert. So we have used alert also. You can see alert, please enter the username is given. Remember, alert and focus, both these are built-in functions. Alert method shows a dialog box that displays our own written message. That is, we have given please enter the username, that message will be displayed. It is because the user have not typed username in the text box. So user have not typed anything. At that time it will show you the message. So after displaying message, the cursor should be placed inside the username text box in order to make the user type username there. So after pressing OK, the cursor will move to username text box. Here the work is done using focus function. js1 is the name of form and username is the name of text box. So focus function moves the cursor inside the username text box. Focus is, remember, inbuilt function of JavaScript. Now you must have observed while filling forms on internet that some fields are marked with red color asterisk mark, that is star sign. It means that this information are compulsory. So this is an indicator to the user that it is a compulsory field which should not be kept empty. Using JavaScript, we can check the entry in such fields and provide the alert message to the user. So let us now see another example where two fields are there, username and pin code, as you can see here in picture. Now we need to create two text boxes, username and another is pin code, and submit button is given there. The validations which we will apply in these fields are: user should not keep any field empty. So in both the text boxes there must be something written. Second thing that we have to check, that is only numbers are allowed in pin code. So characters are not allowed. Remember this. And then the third thing that we have to check, that is the pin code should be 6 digits only. So these three conditions that we have to check. If any of the validation is violated, then the user will be displayed an alert message. So now we want to create this. So create the output as shown here in Composer. Remember, the name of first text box must be username and second text box must be pin code, because we will write JavaScript code also for this. So if we have given name, username and pin code, then it will be convenient for us to handle the JavaScript program. So create submit button including the on submit event. It means from advanced tab option you have to select on submit event, and then you have to give validate function, validate form function. After creating form output, now we need to write JavaScript code. So click on source tab in Composer and write JavaScript code inside head and /head. So here you can see we have written JavaScript code. There are two variables, you can see x and y. So using var keyword we have created these two variables. So variables x and y that stores the values of username and pin code text boxes respectively. It means whatever we have typed inside username and pin code text boxes, it will get stored in x and y variables. The first if condition is similar to previous script that we have created. You can see here, if x double equal to null or x double equal to double inverted comma. So that is same. Inside curly bracket also whatever we have written, that is similar to first program. In the second if statement there are 4 conditions given for pin code and they are connected using OR operator, that is double pipe sign. So we will see this statement: if y double equal to double inverted comma, or is non y, or y dot length greater than 6, or y dot length less than 6. So any of this condition happens, it means any one condition becomes true out of these 4 conditions, then it will display message, please enter pin code properly. Then again it will put cursor inside pin code text box and then it will return false. So if any of these 4 conditions does not satisfy, then it will display a message, please enter the pin code properly. As you can see here, it is given. Now we will see one by one these conditions. The first condition, y is equal to double inverted comma, checks whether the user has typed something in pin code field or not. The second condition, is none, y, checks whether the information typed by the user contains numeric information or not. Here remember, is none is a function. It is also similar to if function and alert function that we have used. Is none is a function that returns true. Remember, it returns true if variable y contains input other than number. So nan means not a number. Here both the n characters must be capital, because JavaScript, you know very well, it is case sensitive scripting language. The third and fourth The third and fourth conditions are used to check the length of a pin code. You know very well, pin code must be of 6 digits only. So if user enters pin code out of this criteria, then JavaScript will show the alert message. So only 6 digits are allowed in pin code due to this condition. Here remember, for all these conditions, if any condition becomes true out of these 4, then JavaScript will show the message, please enter the pin code properly. So either user have not typed anything, or text input is given, or length is less than 6 characters or greater than 6 characters. For all these conditions, it will display a single message, means please enter the pin code properly. But we can distinguish all this, so that we will see in the next program. But before that, we will see what is none function. To work with numeric values, JavaScript uses built-in functions. One of the most commonly used numeric function is none. ISNAN. Here both the n characters must be in capital, remember, because JavaScript is case sensitive. NaN stands for not a number. The function is none determines whether the value is NaN, means not a number. See, it returns true if the value is not a number. So for example, in is none, it is written hello inside it. So when you execute this program, it will return true, because whatever written, it is not a number, it is text. So it is true. Same way, suppose it returns false if the value is number. So suppose input is given 1 2 3, it is number. So here it will return false, because whatever we have given input, that is numeric actually. So instead of showing only one message for all the errors, we can distinguish the errors and display individual messages for the various types of mistakes done by the user. So in the last program, we saw there were 2 text boxes, username and pin code. For pin code, we checked 4 conditions, but now we need to distinguish. So how to write program for that we will see. So we will just concentrate on the program here. Whatever we are writing inside script and slash script, that is written. So function validate form, function has been started, curly bracket, var x is equal to document.js1.username.value. It means whatever we have written inside username text box, that will get stored in x variable. Same way, whatever we have written inside pin code, that will get stored in y variable. Now first condition, that is about username. So if x double equal to null, inside x, you know very well, username, whatever we have typed in username, that is get stored in x variable. So x double equal to null, or x double equal to double inverted comma, then it will return please enter username message. So here you can see, if nothing is typed inside username text box, then it will return true, then it will display this message. Then focus function is there, and then return false, 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 it will come. It means it will not submit the form. So this is for username text box. Now the thing, that pin code that we have to use. So if y double equal to double inverted comma, it means if user have not typed pin code, it means pin code field has been kept empty, then it will display message alert, please enter pin code. It means please type something here. Then again focus function is there, and return false statement is there. Then if is none y, it will check whether the typed value is number or text. So here if it is text, it means if is none returns true, then it will display a message, please enter a number in pin code. Then again dot focus and return false. So you can see here for each and every condition we have distinguished messages, so it will display different types of messages. Now for last condition, if y dot length greater than 6 or y dot length less than 6, it means it is not 6 digits, means it is less than or more than 6 digits, then it will display message, please enter only 6 digits in pin code. Again it will return again it will display cursor inside pin code and then return false is there. So if all is well, then it will submit the form, otherwise it will display error message. So now this chapter has been completed here, and now next chapter we will start, that is chapter number 3. It is about designing a new e-commerce website. So designing simple website using Composer, that we will see in the chapter number 3. Thank you.